Oh, I'm stuck. G'day folks, Uncle Knackers here. Now look, unlike that last clip, what was I thinking? I'm almost 60 years old. What an idiot. But don't worry, all's going to be revealed a bit later on, so just keep on watching. Now look, every year I try to be a bit smarter about what I build on this channel. Not just cool projects, but stuff that actually earns its keep. And 2026 is probably the biggest step I've taken in that direction. Cue the B-roll. This year started with 4 realisations. Number 1, electricity is expensive. My wife and I both work from home, we use a lot of it and we needed to do something about it. 2, with my workshop on the best of days looking like a garage sale in a cyclone, an upgrade is badly needed. 3, we want chickens, which apparently means I'm building them a coop. And 4, with the old fire pit and the unused trampoline going, we're turning a wasted patch of yard into a fire pit space we actually use. Okay, let's get this show on the road by having a look at those upcoming projects, starting off with the fire pit area, and hopefully you guys, who are a lot smarter than I am, can offer me some suggestions as to what I should and shouldn't be doing by leaving a comment down below. Let's go. This wonky old unused death trap is taking up valuable space in my backyard, and I need somewhere for a snazzy little fire pit project. That has got to go. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, I'm too old for this caper. Oh, I'm stuck. Too many beers over Christmas. Oh, jeez. Oh, blimey, Charlie. Righto, folks, here we go. I've seen the kids do this. Don't try it at home. Professionals only. Can't be that hard, surely. Couple of bounces, I'll probably break the trampoline. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Oh. That's how you do it, folks. Oh, I think I've done a hamstring. Oh, jeepers. With the trampoline gone and the old fire pit officially retired, we've now got a blank canvas to work with. See you, old girl. You've done us proud. Now here's where I'm stuck and where I'd love your help. Option number 1 is to have some sort of formed up concrete seating, which I think looks absolutely fantastic, but it's not cheap. And option number 2 is to have some timber seating using some decking boards between some rendered Besser blocks. Way more budget friendly, looks good, and is still very solid. Or do we mix the two? Tricky. Now the fire pit itself will be a bought unit, so that part's easy. But I'm also wondering whether we build in a planter box of some sort behind the seating to soften the whole space. Now jump in the comments below, tell me what you'd do, as I'm genuinely keen to steal the best ideas. And another project that I want to tackle for our backyard in 2026 is that I think we need some chickens and some eggs. Better build a chicken coop. What do you think, Nibbles? Would you like some chicken mates? Yes, please, Dad. Thought so. It'll be fun. You'll love them. Now, having just said that, hopefully the chicken coop is still happening. It just depends on whether or not I get the go-ahead from the Minister of Finance and Town Planning. You know who I'm talking about. And if I do get that tick of approval, there's one big question that I'm truly stuck on and I need your help with. Now the ground back here, because of that shade, stays wet a fair bit of the time. So I don't want to build something that starts to rot from day one. Now the big question is the base. Do I go timber on skids, a raised frame, something on pavers, or is there a better option that I'm missing? And it also needs to tick a few boxes. Easy to build, looks decent, and is light enough that I can move it around when the ground gets soggy. Now I know there's some seriously good chicken coops out there and some people who really know what they're doing. So if you've built one or learnt the hard way, jump into the comments down below and tell me what works and what doesn't, because I'd rather get this right the first time. This is a bit off topic, but how's this? The other night, my wife says to me, I wish you'd be more in touch with your feminine side. So I went out and crashed the car. Did not go down well. I repeat, did not go down well. Now this next project, without doubt, actually, I better get close for this, is the biggest and most exciting upgrade that we'll be doing this year. It's big. It's very, very big. Thanks to Chris Wilson, we're very fortunate to have teamed up with Resync Solar, who is one of Australia's biggest and best solar installation companies, to install a full solar and battery system to our home. Panels on the roof and a couple of very tidy batteries in the garage. Now look, it's only early days, but so far the system is absolutely smashing our power bill. Now the great news is that we are now basically off grid, apart from that one annoying pesky fee we all get stuck with just for being connected to the grid. But here's the part that I didn't expect from Resync, which to be honest is just remarkable. Now what Resync did after my install totally exceeded mine and everybody else's expectations and made this whole collaboration thing totally worth it. Not just for me, but for the community. Now look, I'm not going to spoil it here, so you'll just have to sit down, watch the full video, which will be coming out soon, to see exactly what I'm talking about. Now just very quickly, if you are thinking about solar, there's a very popular battery rebate scheme running here in Australia at the moment, to the point where the deal, well, it's almost a no-brainer. So basically the choice is all yours. If you are interested at all in getting a solar system installed before that battery rebate scheme closes, because it is very popular, check out my link down below. That'll take you to my Resync page where you can get a free one-on-one proposal based on your place, your usage and your budget, complete with some exclusive deals. No pressure, no obligation. So the video, that should be coming out sometime in Feb, where I'll show you the install as well as my bills before and after. Now I think you're going to be pretty impressed with what this system can do for you. Now the next job I want to tackle is this workshop, which has officially crossed the line from creative space to basically a crime scene. It's embarrassing. Tools everywhere, no real system, and every job starts with 10 minutes of searching for the one thing I was holding 5 seconds ago. Drives me nuts. So the goal for this upgrade is simple. Everything has a place, everything is easy to grab, and nothing lives on the bench unless I'm using it. So what I've decided to do is to build and install a wall system that completely changes how the space works. Clean, flexible and built so that it can evolve as the shop does. It's very much in line with what this year is all about. Improvements that actually earn their keep. Now I don't want to give away too much just yet, but when you see how this whole thing comes together, the difference is huge. And you just have to wait for the video to come out to see how this workshop really comes to life. Now everything that you've just seen is rolling out over the next few months, and it all starts in Feb with the upgrade that quietly powers everything else. It'll blow your socks off. And if you want to see how this place actually changes after all those projects, make sure you're subscribed, hit that little subscribe button, and then make sure you stick around for all of those upcoming videos. Alrighty, after all that, I think I need a cup of tea. So till next time, be good, be safe, and I'm out of here. Cheers.